Hello, People. What the heck am I doing triapsing out in some of God's roughest creation at 2:30 in the afternoon for? That right there is why. We had a little cooling of the temperatures lately, and we have some serious cloud cover right now. But the sun is already trying to burst through. So this may be very short, but it is 2:30 in the afternoon. This is September 5th, Thursday, 2023. We're about to go to a spot that I used to like to fish. Have to do a bit of a hike to get there. But due to the dropping water level, I haven't been fishing it as much as I used to. If a spot, once I sense a spot is not producing that well, I'll lay off of it and go somewhere else. But you got to always go back and recheck that spot, because it's not gonna quit producing bass forever. So you've got to go back and recheck it. And that's what I am doing, triapsing out in some of God's roughest creation at 2:30 in the afternoon in Central Texas. Please, son, don't come out. All right, let's go see what we can do. All right, this is a view of part of this place. This water level here is easy over 20 feet down. It's one of the reasons I quit coming here. The fishing, I don't know if the fishing got bad because of the lake level constantly going down, or if it's because just the time of year. But I do know this whole area back here, I don't really put much into it. I'm still gonna fish it, but I don't put much into it anymore. And as we go this direction towards the main lake, that's where I was forced to put more time into, just so I have some depth. Plus, I go where the fish are. The fish are that away, not that away. They're that away. And that's where we're going to go right now. And that's what I call the spot that we're headed to. I call it the main lake area. So that's where we're going to start today, is at the main lake area spot. I'm getting some mega casts out there into the main lake. That wind is blowing just right. All right, we're going to start with a Yamamoto Senko Wacky Rigged. This color is, I believe it's black with blue flake. I'm colorblind, so if I don't remember what the package says, don't put everything into what color it appears, what I call it. We're going to fish it what I call fishing it naked, which means no weight whatsoever. All right, we're going to throw it out. So we let that Senko go all the way down, and then we're just going to twitch it. We got a north wind blowing right now. We had a low today of 69. The high today is supposed to be, I think, 81 or something like that. A lot of people don't like to use dark colored baits in crystal clear water. Because I'm colorblind, I've never paid much attention to color, but my own 2 cents is the fish don't seem to care. I just missed them. There is something crazy going on out here. Look at this. something with teeth that are razor sharp is out there. This happens to me all the time at this spot. You barely get a tap tap and it just splits your line off. I don't think it's a gar. I think it's something else. Oh well, I gotta put on another wacky. There's something out there, and it always happens to me in this area. It doesn't happen to me other areas of the lake. Now, it could be a gar, but I just don't think so. But there's something out there with teeth like razors. And it'll pick up my bait, run with it, and you don't even feel the line part. That's how sharp the teeth are. When it happens, it tends to happen more than once, so it's probably going to happen again here. It puzzles me what it could be. I don't think it's a gar, but it tends to happen more than once, so maybe I can hook into it and finally figure it out. It doesn't bust the line, and it doesn't cut the line by abrasion. It cuts its slice. Maybe it is gar, I don't know. But I sure would like to catch whatever it is. I know it's not a bass, but I do see a lot of gar activity right now, so it probably is a gar. They must be stocking their belly up for winter. They must know it's coming. They gotta really pack it on now. They're very inactive in cold weather. Yeah, that makes me think it's gar, because I can see them right out here in front of me now. I'd rather not catch one now. One day I'm going to hook something out here and it's going to be a gar on my worm, I got a feeling. I don't think it's bass doing it. But I find stuff like that fascinating because I don't know what it is and I want to figure it out. There he goes. Got him that time. Let's see what this is. That's a bass there. Let me let him wear himself out some so he's not so green. All right, little guy. Come to Papa. All right, got ourselves a little bitty bass there. Little bitty, largy. Let's let him go. There he goes. Senko wacky rigged and naked. It ain't got no weight on it. I'm just letting it go all the way down and pulling it across the top of that hydrilla. That little bass I just caught and let go, he had taken it a little deep. When they do that, I just get my needle nose and come in under the gill cover, being very careful not to damage the gills. You want to make sure you got your needle nose shut, not open, and go up under them gills and flip that hook upside down to where the eye of the hook is pointed straight down. And then you can come back out of the gills, come in from the top and remove it and not hurt the fish. Well, I'm sure it hurts, but it doesn't kill it. And we got a good little chop on the water, a north wind. If it picks up much more, I'm going to need you all to remind me that I have a wind sleeve deal in my backpack I can put over the GoPro and cut down the wind noise. So make sure you all remind me if it gets too noisy, that wind. I think right now we're good though. I like to twitch my worms. Not so much a hop and drop retrieve. I like to twitch it across the bottom. That's why I always rig them the way I do. Got him. He got me down in the weeds. Darn. Oh, I got him. He's out. Another little bass. Another little bass. Let's let him wear himself out a little bit here. About the same size as the last one. All right, come up here. He's a little bit better than that last one. Yeah, he's a little bit better than that last one. Hey, you took my worm. Pretty bass. That fish is over a pound. A little over a pound. He got something in his belly too. Let's let him go. Thank you, Mr. Bass. I appreciate it. But you took my worm. You shouldn't have done that. Got to go the other way. There you go. All right, we tried the main lake spot. Didn't have nothing there. We got 2 fish from the short flat. And we're fixing to go try the long flat area, what I call the long flat. That's really shallow there, and it has not been productive since the water level went down so low. Got him. This is a hooked him in the bottom jaw. Hooked him in the bottom jaw. All right, we tried the main lake spot. Didn't have nothing there. We got 2 fish from the short flat. And we're fixing to go try the long flat area, what I call the long flat. That's really shallow there, and it has not been productive since the water level went down so low. This time of year they seem to be darker on the top and whiter on the bottom than they normally are. He's bleeding a little bit, but he didn't get it in the gill, he just got it in the mouth. Little bitty fish, we'll let him go right here. Right there. All right, Piople, let's put this on over your ears so that the wind is not constantly howling into your ears. I really care about y'all a lot. There we go. Isn't that better? Now, let's continue throwing this peanut butter and jelly Senko. Let's continue. We didn't have any luck on the main Lake Point area. We didn't have any luck on the long flat spot. So now we've gone back to the short flats. And let's see if we have any luck here. We caught 3 fish here earlier. And missed, I believe it was 2 gar, but I'm not positive on that. Something with some sharp teeth. When I say sharp, I don't mean sharp as in needle. I mean sharp as in razor blades. There we go. Got him. Like I say, we weren't getting them on the main Lake Point. That's just a little bitty guy. We weren't getting them on the long flats, but here on the short flats, this little guy makes number 4. I'm just going to let him tire out just a bit so that he don't splash water all over me. All right, let's get him unhooked. Hey, little guy. Thank you for participating. Beautiful little fish. All right, let's let him go. Let him go right there. There you go. When your fishing line gets hung up on something, you can't get it loose, don't cut it. Wrap it around something like this and pull it. I believe I got that loose. I might have to retie my leader though. I got it loose. Then of course you want to feel your leader. It feels pretty good. Looks all right. Continue. Okay, people, I just missed 2 fish in a row right here. Whatever it is, it picked up my worm and took off like crazy. My line was shooting out. I reared back and set the hook, but my hook could find no purchase. Then I cast again, and the same thing happened. So I don't think it's going to be back, whatever it was. All right, we moved out onto the main lake itself now. Let's try out here. We weren't having too much luck where we were at. Our fishing excursion is going to start winding down here. I'd like to get one more, cover some territory, then I got to load up and head to my machine. This is the spot where I missed those 2 fish earlier. I missed them on the Senko. My hook could find no purchase, but we've returned to the spot with the fluke and see if we can't trick them into biting again with that fluke. All right, people. I was in the process of changing batteries when this bass came and hit my fluke right in the spot where I said I missed the one earlier. So this may have been one of the fish that hit my wacky worm and I missed it. But we got him on the fluke now, so that's number 5. I missed the catch because I was changing batteries. But that's number 5, beautiful little fish. Get a good look at him this way in the sun. And we shall release him. Right here. The old flukester got him. The old flukester. There he goes. I'm having a very enthralling time, people. That was number 5. Let's see if we can't get 6. We missed 2 fish right here earlier with the wacky worm. So we came back, we got 1 on the fluke, and maybe the other one is still out there. Let's see if we can't get the 6th fish on the fluke. All right, I had to re-rig my fluke. And just to be clear, all 5 fish came from, remember, we were fishing 3 spots. We were fishing the main lake point, the short flat, and the long flat. All 5 fish came from the short flat, which is where we're at right now. Let's see if we can't get a 6th fish from here. I want to show you all something. You see this? I found this joker on the way out here. This knife is a good quality knife. I don't know who makes it, but this has been sitting out a long time. I didn't find it by the water. I found it way back in the bush. I'm figuring it laid there for years. But I think if I soak this joker in some WD-40, I mean, it's got a good edge on it too. I think I can fix it up. I'm very proud of it. That's a good knife. That's a good solid knife. I really like it a lot. We are deep into the long flat right now. As I work my way back to my machine. But yeah, I really like that knife. That is a quality knife. I can tell it's laid there a long time. I must have walked across it a couple of hundred times probably. But I'm gonna soak that joker in some WD-40, and then I'm gonna give it the scrub down. And then at the end of this video, I'll re-show it and we'll see what it looks like. It's definitely a usable knife. I intend to use it. Solid knife. Very proud of it. I used to stand on that big old flat rock right there. That was at the water's edge. But the water's supposed to be way beyond that, up into that brush line. All right, people, it's time to head to my machine. Hello, people. All right, we made it back to the Bat Cave. Had a great time out there. It was good to see that spot again. I can still catch fish there. It's still not like it was, and it's going to keep going down even more, but it is what it is. We're just not getting the rain. But, yeah. Oh, I cleaned the knife up a little bit. I'm going to clean it up more. This blade I can get a lot cleaner. It is in good condition. The blade is still razor sharp, believe it or not. I can feel it. But it's going to be a fishing knife. I'm going to use it for practical reasons, not for looks. But it's a knife that was made by Kit Carson. It's called the M16-14. It's in the $60 to $70 range. It was made for the military. It's a very good knife. I'm going to remove the blade. I think I can take the screw out and remove this blade and give it a good cleaning. But, yeah, very happy with that find. So, anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if I could humbly ask, press the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll know when I post my next one. And I wish you all a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at. I wish you a wonderful time, and God bless. Bye-bye.